guys, this is Cynthia Noel, or the Dabbling Hook. I was planning on doing a video today showing some of my finished objects, but I am just not organized at all, so I figured I just watched Lisa's Happy to Hook video, and I figured I'll do the same. So, up here in this basket are project bags, both filled and unfilled. 90% of those I made. I have a couple of them that I bought, but they have projects that still need to be finished. Also in there I have some what I call my fancy yarns, my indie dyed yarns and such, and a lot of them are yarns that I dyed myself as well. And here is more fancy or non-big box store yarns. Some Malabrigo in there too, see. This big bag I made, and it's got also some, my colleague had given me 2 skeins of alpaca yarn that's in there. Back there in that plastic bag is remnants of mermaid tails. I did quite a few of those in 2016, and I had started 2 of them and never finished, and that's in there. Need to be reclaimed. Up there is the Moroccan stitch bag I made. It's a tutorial by Tamara Kelly of Moogly. Pumpkin from a couple of years ago. This is yarn that was supposed to go into my Hotel of Bees, which is stalled right now because I'm using 2 different yarns, and one of them's just not the same. Even though they're all worsted, they're just not the same weight. This is more yarn that I dyed that's just caked up. An old hat I made. This was me trying to use my cotton scraps, so they're the thick hot pads. In here, oh, another pumpkin. And this is 2 cubbies. 6 cubbies each, and 2 of them stacked on each other, full of yarn. A bookcase I stole from the family, more yarn and my books. This is Joann's Big Twists Premium, which I love, and their natural blend that they always have on in packs in their $7.99 bin. Over here, it's all knit picks, and all this goes back too deep. This is all knit picks, mostly Brava and Brava bulky, but this is their big cozy, which I've yet to actually do anything with. I have about 4 of these, different colors, and I also have their Mighty Stitch bulky, which I actually really like. It's nice and soft. It's equivalent to Hometown USA. That's another good one. In here, I also have 90% of this is also knit picks, Brava and Brava bulky. These are a couple of Lion Brand, what was that called? Zaps. I like the color. I actually got them at a closeout store, so I have 3 left of those. And again, this goes too deep. Over here, I have a mishmash of yarns. There's some Caron Simply Soft. This is some Lion Brand Wool Spun. I had gotten this when Michaels was having clearance, and I think this is the last of what I have. I think there's these 2 and 2 of them back there. This was also a clearance at Michaels. This is their Woolsey yarn, and I think it is, yep, 50% acrylic, 42% wool, and then 8% polyester. It's a little bit itchy, but it's not bad. This is Red Heart's Hopscotch. I still haven't done anything with. This I love. This is from AC Moore. It's Stitch Studio by Nicole Autumnwood, and I love this color. I had another color that I made a chunky cowl with for someone for Christmas. This is more Big Twist Natural Blend. Down here I have some more of AC Moore. This one I absolutely love. It's very soft. Stitch Studio Earth Tones. I love that tweedy look, and it is so soft and squishy. It's softer than, I love this yarn. This was Isaac Mizrahi. It's very soft and fluffy, and I have, I think, 2 skeins left of that. That's no longer carried, and I know that Michaels had them like a month ago in bags on clearance. I don't know if they still have them. Over here, more Knit Picks. Yeah, a couple of years ago I went kind of crazy on the year-end sale, so I have a lot, and I do like to use the Brava Bulky. I also have stuffed in there some Caron Cakes, more Big Twist. I do like the Big Twist yarns a lot. And then this is from AC Moore. It's like a ribbon yarn. It's really pretty. It's like a watercolor painted, if I can find it. Paintbrush it's called. It's really soft. It almost has a cottony feel to it, but it's 100% acrylic. But the only downside is it's very stringy, and it catches a lot when you work with it. But the colors are really nice. Whoop, timber. I'll get that later. More Caron Cake stuffed in this one, and this one is Loops and Threads Impeccable, which honestly I don't care for too much. What I have here I've had for maybe a year and a half, 2 years. I'm just going through it. I don't buy it anymore. This is also by Loops and Threads, and I have a lot of Michaels yarn because they're 5 minutes away from me. Kaleidoscope, I like this a lot. I just actually knitted my first triangle shawl out of this one in different colors, but they're on clearance, so I picked some up. And here again, Michaels Loops and Threads Charisma. I love Charisma. It's very soft, squishy. More Michaels. This was something that was going it was on clearance, so it's their Twirl. It's a very slippery kind of yarn, but I get pulled in by the clearance a lot, which is a bad thing. Oh, head that fell down. I use for my child hats. Down here I have more Loops and Threads yarn, as well as some other odds and ends type yarn. This is, what is that? Woolies Thick and Quick. That's the big bonus bundle that they have now. So there's some scarfy yarn. Oops, can't see. There's some scarfy yarn in here that I used for a project that I had left over. Down there I have more AC Moore yarns and some fisherman wool yarn down here. Over here, it's the Lion brand Woolies Tonal that Michaels had that they're no longer carrying. I've seen a few skeins at Joann's, but they don't really carry that, which is odd. So there's that and some other odd yarns back there. And this, you see a Red Heart yarn right there, but most of this is Big Twist Premium. Like I said, I like that a lot. And all different, they frequently have them in their discount bin in packs of 3, so I always try to pick up those, which I don't need to. This is a bag full of bag handles. A few years ago I was making bags, and Joann had a bunch on clearance, and they're in here. This is an abandoned project with the metallic yarn that I don't like. I need to find something to do with that. Like I said, more Big Twist Premium and natural blend. Up here, that's all my odd small balls of yarns. I used to be a sucker for the AC Moore dollar bin, and a lot of these came from there. I especially liked this. I've had it in, this is like a rusty orange color. I have it in gray and a taupey color. They're great for amigurumi. And then this eyelash yarn that I've had for quite a while. Use it once in a while. Some other yarns that I've had that I really need to donate these because I don't really use them anymore. This is Michael's Loops and Threads facet yarn that they got rid of. I don't know why, because I absolutely love it. When you make something and you wash it, it just gets even softer and fuzzier and just so cozy. And then I have some of the boutique unforgettable yarn squished in there because I needed a home. This was a sale that Michael's was having on the Mizrahi yarn a couple of weeks ago, maybe three weeks ago. Grab these. They needed a home, so they're just stuffed in there. Ooh, this used to be at AC Moore in their dollar bin, and I absolutely love it. I used to have probably half the shelf full of it, and this is the last one that I have. They no longer carry it. And here is all my Caron Simply Soft, my Vanna's Choice, a Wayward mandala that I'm using on a project right now that I'm struggling with because I usually work with worsted and up, and this is a number 3 and it's absolutely killing me. These are some of my first indie dye yarn that I bought. Actually, I think this was my very first. I think it's Spun Right Round, I think, that I bought, and I didn't realize it was so thin, so it's been sitting here forever. It's absolutely nothing that I use, but it's just so pretty. One day. This is yarn from a yarn club that I was part of, that they gave you all the yarn and the dyes, natural dyes. So I tried doing an ombre process, and it's sparkly too, but again, it's tiny, like thread, and I don't know what to do with that. Odds and ends in here. Over here, my cakes. I just used baby cakes to make, I think, a virus shawl, and I'm using the mandala like I said, and then I have some Bernat Pop in here that I had a project for that got canceled for these, so I have 4 of these that I have nothing to do with right now. Some of my books. Down here and over here where you can't see really, that is all my Lion Brands, Hometown USA, and Thick and Quick yarns. And down here that you can't see, overflow of all my other chunky or huge balls of yarns. Most of these I got on clearance. Over here, this mess is the IKEA little 3-tier trolley that was supposed to house just my works in progress, and it's just become like a catch-all now, which I really need to clean up, because I am going to actually turn it into my mailing station, or that houses my my envelopes and anything I need for mailing. So I need to clear that out because I have odd balls of yarn, unfinished projects, everything. And then my embarrassment, right here on my floor, there's a basket under there with other whips that I said I was going to work on and finish. This is something I just finished that I have yet to post a picture with yet. Mannequin head. That bag is hanging because I was just working out of it with this project, and the yarn's in there. My desk, I'm working on something right now. You can see that right there. That is my sewing container with all my threads and pins and etc, etc. This is a box bag I made, and it has all my DPNs, bamboo DPNs in there. This is a project I was trying out, didn't work out, so I need to take that down. And this is just mess. Stuff I was working on, or am working on. This is a scrap blanket that I need to finish because I've gotten sick of it. And it's on the last round and I haven't touched it in like 4 months, so I pulled it out so I can just end it where it is. So this is my yarn. I do have a tiny bit left. This is my cutting mat. Sometimes I make project bags. I do have one other container that has cotton, and also all my my knitting needles. Yes, I knit now, not very well. What else does it have? Zippers for the project bags and just little odds and ends, and it's in a closet somewhere. But other than that, I have a little corner. Ooh, and this is a bag I made with 3 strands of, I don't even know what yarn it is. Might have been Red Heart, maybe not, but there's nothing in there. But all of these are the keychain pom-poms from Michaels I got on clearance, so I use those sometimes on hats. And my messy desk, which you really don't need to see. The ubiquitous cup of tea that every yarny has. Project I'm working on. I am knitting a washcloth, trying to get better with the small needles. And more books. This is an elbow wrap. When I work too much and I'm in discomfort, I wrap there. And just stuff I need to clean up, really. Yep, that's me. The mess that's cleanup in progress. Oh, that is my ball winder, yarn winder. If you don't have one, you need to get one. That bag has my scraps of yarn. It was chock full and I just almost emptied it in a couple of projects, amigurumi projects. Ooh, junk. Clean up, clean up. But there it is. This is my yarn stash. Alright.